everybody, welcome back to Mimi's Mixed Bag. Today I thought I would do something a little different because a lot of us are sometimes looking for fun and unique things to make videos about. And so I thought I would create an everyday kitchen tag. And so I'm going to tag a few people at the end. And if you are not a subscriber or you have a channel and you would like to participate, by all means, please do and send me a message that you have created one, because these are questions that I wonder about other people sometimes and just thought it'd be fun to share. And, you know, it's kind of like if you're not close to someone or you're not in someone else's kitchen, you know, you don't know how other people do things. So I created 12 questions and I'll answer them and then we'll go from there. All right, does your kitchen have a theme or special colors? I guess about 12 years ago, my husband and I redid the kitchen, took down some cabinets, and it had a double stove, and we kind of went for the Tuscany theme. That's when that was really popular, and I still have it. I've got grapes around, I've got some wine, a motif around, I've got some little Italian chef guys. And so if I had to describe it, it's kind of a mustard, you know, it's got some glaze over the walls and kind of an Italian Tuscany theme. All right, some of your favorite cooking gadgets. Well, I just grabbed a couple of things that I use on a daily basis that I would really hate if I didn't have. One is a high heat spatula, a high heat silicone spatula. I love these. If you know, back years ago they didn't have these, and you know, spatulas just didn't last, and it was just, you know, they're cheap. But if you get high quality spatulas, it really does make a difference. And another thing I do love, I use several times a week, is a pampered chef. I don't know what it's called, like a chopper or meat chopper or something, but like if you put meat in the skillet, like ground beef or chuck, it helps just break it up as it's thawing out, or you know, it helps grind up the meat as it's thawing out. So I love those two products, those two gadgets. Do you have an old plate or cup or item that has sentimental value that you can't get rid of? Well, this has kind of become a joke now during holidays and when my daughter comes home. This is a Baywatch Barbie plate, and she has sometimes now purposely gets it out and eats on it. It's just a small kind of, it's a child's plate, and here she is 25, and I just can't bear to throw it away. I just, you know, now that I have grandchildren, they'll eat on it, but I just love it, and I just cannot bear. I just think of her when she was a little girl, and I just cannot bear to throw it away. She was a big Barbie person. All right, what is the newest thing you've bought for your kitchen? Well, this is the newest thing I got a week or so ago. And of course I got it at a thrift store, and I don't really like the color. It looks kind of 70-ish, but I thought it was neat. You know, a lot of those cooking shows will have like salt and pepper, you know, where they cook and just sprinkle it as they go. And this was just a neat little container with lids, and I keep salt and pepper, loose salt and pepper in it, and I use it for cooking. Once I did that, I realized now every time I want to salt and pepper something, I have to wash my hands, and so that's the only drawback to it. It's not something I would put on the table, maybe you know, for us immediate family, but not with company, with everybody's fingers in it. But it's something great that I keep on the back of the stove to salt and pepper things. Show your most, let's see, show your worst looking dish towel. Go ahead. You're not alone. And I have several terrible dish towels, but you know, nobody sees them most of the time. And I do keep 2 or 3 nice Williams-Sonoma ones. We have a Williams-Sonoma here outlet, and I do try to keep 2 or 3 on hand, you know, if I need to go somewhere. But these are probably my worst. This is one years ago. My kitchen was done kind of in red checkered tablecloth and cows and the cold country scene, and you know, you can't read through it, but it looks pretty dingy. It's clean, it smells good, but it is really dingy and old. And here's one that is not even mine, and I know it's not mine because my mother had her kitchen done in roosters, and this is probably the worst looking dish towel I have because I don't like roosters in the kitchen. And so those are probably my 2 worst. They smell good and they're clean, but they look bad. All right, let's see, show your work, yeah, okay, I got that one. Your favorite magnet on the fridge. All right, I brought that years ago, which, you know, some of you knew I taught school for many years. This is just a magnet that my daughter made in, I don't know, elementary school, 3rd or 4th or 5th grade. Her teacher sent off artwork, and they got it transformed. And this, I guess this was before they sold magnet sheets, but it's just her artwork, and it's been imprinted on a piece of magnet, and I keep it on the side of my fridge, and it's just a little schoolhouse, and she's got division problems and a desk, and it says mom on it. And so I just, you know, it's just one of those things that I can't bear to get rid of. Let's see, do you have a favorite cookbook? I have way too many cookbooks, to the point to where I've had to just tell myself, stop buying them. My favorite are, you know, old church cookbooks. When I go to a thrift store, like Faith in the Kitchen, this is called Glencliff's Goodies. Have no idea where this church is, but I just love, you know, old church cookbooks. You know, you find some of the neatest vintage recipes of, you know, congealed salads and just different things that people take to church potlucks, and just love it. Another one of my favorite ones that I've used many, many times is Our Best for the Best. A police officer here in Memphis was killed, and this was a fundraiser cookbook that I've used so many times. Has lots of good things in it, and so that's another good one. But I have lots of cookbooks, and I just have to make myself not buy them. Because now I just Google. A lot of times I have all these cookbooks, and I still go and Google something I'm interested in. Name at least, let's see, name a last-minute emergency meal recipe that you always have the ingredients for. Well, I have one tried and true recipe that I use. I cook probably every other week. All right, there is something I make, you know, every few weeks, and that is a Pampered Chef hamburger ring. It just takes ground chuck and hamburger fixings like pickle, cheese, mustard, and ketchup. And if you're interested in that recipe, you just Google Pampered Chef hamburger ring, and it'll pop up. And the only kind of not normal ingredient is crescent rolls, and I usually have those crescent rolls, so it's just one of those things that I pick up a couple tubes every time I go to the grocery store, and so I can always at the last second whip up a hamburger ring. All right, the next question is describe a few things you would want in a dream kitchen. One of the main things, I do have a pantry, just a single door pantry, but I would love a walk-in pantry. That would be one of my dream things, where I could have all my appliances like bread machines and my KitchenAid mixers and things like that in the bottom, and have shelves of soups and shelves of boxes. That was probably the biggest thing I would love to have in a dream kitchen. And I love those, you know, cabinets that go all the way to the ceiling. I mean, there's just so many. I could just go on for days of things that I'd want, like instant hot water. I'd love a Genair stove. I mean, there's just so many things I would love. All right, do you have any as seen on TV gadgets or appliances? I do have a few, but here's one of my newest ones that I love. And I just got it out of the dishwasher, so you might see a piece of zucchini on it. But it is a Veggetti, and these work great. I use it on the yellow and the yellow neck squash, and the you can do it potatoes. You can do all kinds of vegetables, and it just instead of chopping up your squash, it just makes it into spaghetti noodles, and I just saute it with olive oil and some garlic, and it just works great. I got it for Mother's Day this year. My daughter gave it to me, and I just love it. So, all right, and the last question is, do you have a gadget or appliance that was a waste of money? Well, I did get this a couple Christmases ago, a magic bullet, and just the cups are fine to make like breakfast smoothies, but I think the blender thing that I got, like I guess apparently the magic bullet deluxe box or something, but it came with a blender, and it is not work at all. I mean, it's just not strong enough. It won't chop up ice cubes or anything like that like you would a regular blender. But that's the only thing I have on hand that is just really a waste of money, and I've tried to use a couple times, and so now I'm really in need of a blender, because once I got that I thought, oh, I'll get rid of my blender. Well, now I wish I hadn't have, because this one certainly is not the strength or the power of a real blender. So I hope you enjoyed this everyday kitchen tag. I would like to tag Dixie Debutantes, Glitter and Groceries, Shelly's Home Life, and Athena Decorina. I hope that I pronounced that correctly. So let me know if you participate, and looking forward to hearing your answers. Bye-bye.